Good morning from Pemberley Farm. Well, I just want to tell you a little bit of a story. These three bushes here, and I apologize for the sun. I couldn't get out here any earlier. These three bushes on the end of this blueberry bed, these are our new blueberries. They've been here, this is their second year. Some of the little guys over on the back corner there, the rabbits ate them down. So we're lucky that they're still alive. But what we want to talk about today are these pomegranate bushes. Years ago, my husband's grandmother and grandfather lived in Lynn Haven, and she had this large pomegranate bush in her backyard. And I've eaten many a pomegranate off of it. And so at some point in time, they both passed away, and the tree disappeared, the pomegranate tree disappeared, and I didn't know what had happened to anything because we had nothing to do with it anymore. Well, Michael destroyed all the houses there, and my husband's cousin said, Granny's pomegranate tree has come back, and I want to dig it up, because he was selling the property for a gas station to go in on that corner, which is another sad story. But anyway, so he said, do you want some of this part of this pomegranate tree? So when they dug it up, it fell into 4 pieces, and he took the smallest piece and put it in a bucket, and Kelly brought home these other 3 pieces, which were much smaller than this, because this was last year. So we were so excited because Granny's pomegranate tree had come back to life from the roots of the original tree. Now, if I could get down in there and show you the the trunks of this bush. Now, understand, pomegranates aren't huge trees. They're just big bushes. But it was a huge trunk. And his cousin told him that the pomegranate bush that, that was the original, was probably 65 years plus old, and that they had brought it down to Northwest Florida, down to Lynn Haven, 60-something years ago from Alabama. And so we were so excited that Granny's pomegranate bush was living. Now, I know that you may think, what are 2 old people so excited over pomegranate bushes? You can go buy them, But you know what? It's history. It's history that we lived, and it is a sentimental thing as much as anything else. And this last one has some pomegranates on it. I don't know if you can see that. The sun is so bad. Down near the bottom, there's pomegranates. And so, they're small yet, and they've not turned or anything. It's not time. But we were so excited. And I think too many times we don't get excited about the things that we should, the sentimental things, the things that are lasting. The roots to this tree were strong. They were strong, and they were not giving up. They just weren't giving up. And so here is a testimony to that. These 3 bushes that are very healthy are a testimony to the strength of the roots that were put down. We can think about that in our everyday lives. We can think that on a human level too. What are our roots? Do we have deep roots? What are we rooted in? Who are we rooted in? That's something that we need to think about. I will tell you that this last little tree, the one with the pomegranates on it was planted just after all of these blueberries. And so I would come out here, because the blueberries were new to the ground and we didn't have the irrigation system on them yet. I'd come out here every day and water them in the morning and in the evening. And of course, I watered these pomegranate trees too. Well, this little one on the end, it lost all its leaves. It looked dead, and I was crushed. Now you would say, that is so silly, you had 2 trees left, but it doesn't matter. I had babied it and was so proud of it, and all of the leaves fell off of it. And I said, you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep watering this one because I just knew it was dead. I said, but maybe not. So I'm just going to not give up, and I'm going to keep watering it along with everything else. All these other bushes, the blueberry bushes that you see down through here. All of these bushes. I'm just going to keep watering this little bush. And it was quite several weeks later, we were riding on the golf cart out here checking on everything. And I noticed there were tiny little leaves coming out on the twigs, the dead looking twigs on that little bush. And you see today, it's the only one that's got pomegranates on it. Isn't that amazing? It was strong, and once again, its roots were deep, and it made it. It didn't give up. It just kept on. What if I had given up? If I had stopped watering it and said it was dead and there's no point in watering it, it would be dead. But I didn't give up, and neither did it. And so maybe that's a lesson for us in life. When things look to be their darkest sometimes, that's when you water even more. You don't give up. You just keep on keeping on. You keep watering. You keep moving forward. You keep looking forward and being positive. Well, I know that's kind of a strange to some of you maybe for today, this kind of video. But you know what? Sometimes even things in our gardens can give us good life lessons. Don't give up. Keep watering. Keep pushing forward. It's important, not just for us. It's important for our children and our grandchildren. I hope you've enjoyed our video today. And I'd like to remind you to please like, subscribe, and share our videos. It helps our channel to grow. You have a very blessed day from Pemberley Farm.